We've all fished the classic zoom trick worm. We've all bit the head off to get that flat surface, but we're not going to do that here. With one simple modification, we're going to make it so much easier and so much more efficient and so much better for your shaky head worm to attach to your shaky head rig. I'm going to show you how to do it right now. For this technique, I use zoom trick worms. I use a flat bottom shaky head without a screw lock. I personally don't like the screw locks, just don't like them. Pair of scissors and some super glue. I always bite the end of my shaky head off square across the top, and that's not what we're going to do here. Cut your nose your worm at a 45 and thank me later. We take our shaky head hook, go through the nose, and I come out pretty quick through the nose. I don't go very far in. I run it all the way down to that keeper, and then I take my super glue. Drop me a dab of super glue on the head of that worm, push the head of that worm up to the head of that weight and hold it there for a couple of seconds. It will lock in place pretty quick. You can also take the shaky head and toss it in the water, and that will activate that super glue even faster. And then I just go back to about the egg sac. I get it kind of where it's about straight at. Run my worm through. Skin hook it. And that's my shaky head. But you see how flat that worm is sitting up against the head of that weight? I mean, it's touching almost the entire worm is touching the head of that weight now. That technique helped me land over 20 pounds of bass landed in 5 fish in under an hour's time. It was an amazing day. These are already poured chartreuse, but if I'm using a color that's not chartreuse, like green pumpkin or whatever, I don't have chartreuse tail on it, I do dip my tail in chartreuse. What does this do? If this wasn't glued, every time a bass hit, it would slide down the hook. But when a bass bites now, it's going to hit that hook. It's going to pull through the skin hook, hook the bass, but leave the worm attached to the head. It's going to push that worm down so that he gets all the hook and not all the worm. I did put thump gel right here on both sides. I just run a little thin, bead of thump gel on both sides. Every one of the bass I caught that day had thump gel on the worm. That's it. That's one simple technique that helped me land my biggest bag of largemouth bass ever to date. I really appreciate the tip and the comment. And if you guys got any tips, tricks, or techniques that you'd like to leave them down in the comments. I'd love to hear them. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, ring the bell for notifications so you get notified of future videos. And I'm going to try to start putting these videos out on a regular, teaching us how to bass fish, spreading some information, and really diving deep into it. I appreciate all you do. Thanks, you guys. See you next time.